What do you think? Why do you think?
Bellingham holding back Vinny and Rodrigo.
Oh, so he's no longer the best
That's a
player
good point.
in the world.
Contra.
Bellingham.
Tuchouameni.
Camavinga.
If you look it up, it comes out like that. I'm actually the Google.
Madrid have been playing without Bellingham the last 2 weeks. He hurt his shoulder. I don't know if he sprained it or dislocated it. One of the two.
Dislocated.
But Madrid picked up wins. Rodrigo and Vinicius stepped up to the plate.
I saw a new contract for Rodrigo.
Yeah, everybody's been getting re-signed this last 2 weeks.
Is it still like 2028?
Something like that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Vinny got
That's a Chelsea contract right there.
Prison.
Vinny got 27. Valverde got 29, I think.
Yeah.
Camavinga re-signed.
Yeah.
Did Tchouameni resign?
No.
Camavinga resigned?
Yeah.
Tuchouameni to Chelsea.
Camavinga got a 1 billion euro release clause.
My baby.
Who?
Camavinga.
How much?
Yeah,
1 billion
the
release
Croatians
clause.
just gotta sell the Rams or something.
Wait, what's the release clause?
They're probably worth more than
You have to
Arsenal. so
you have to
that's
pay the
what we were
clause
looking
to
at the other
take
day.
the player.
Oh my fuck! Who prices that?
The what?
Real
The
Madrid.
NFL thing.
Jesus, man, they
After
really
the-
want him.
After the whole Neymar thing. That's
Yeah.
why it released clause
That's why it
went
broke.
Uh,
Yeah, Madrid beat their Champions League team Braga 3-0. They
Wait,
qualified.
I'm gonna
Sorry?
keep
No.
interrupting you. I
Yeah,
don't
go
care.
ahead.
I'm not even sorry. Did you
No, apologize.
Did you
No, say sorry.
extend
I'm not gonna answer your
Tchouameni?
question.
Not
Anywho,
yet.
I knew that
You guys extended to Tchouameni?
coming.
Thomas with
They
this.
beat Braga 3-0. And then they fucked Valencia 5-1.
Oh my god. Should we do the timer at 2 minutes?
No.
Maybe after this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. Madrid.
We're gonna sit here in silence for 2 minutes and 30 seconds now. What do you mean? Talk about the game. 2 weeks worth of Real Madrid. What's
So
happened?
easy.
What do you think? Why do you think?
Bellingham holding back Vinny and Rodrigo.
Oh, so he's no longer the
That's
best
a good
player in
point.
the world.
Contra.
No, I'm just
United
saying,
sucks,
like,
that's a great point. That's a
like-
great point.
like-
Fantastic.
In terms of formation, because they've started balling ever since
Because they're playing.
And what's changed tactically? How does the shape of the team look?
Brahim replaced Bellingham, so they just play like a normal 4-3-3 now instead of a 4-3-1-2.
And Brahim's him.
Brahim's actually been doing good. And against Braga, he scored
you
2
guys hated
goals. 1 goal was disallowed. Yeah, because I saw the Milan posts under Twitter, and they're all like, "Thank God he left." And I was like, "Oh my God, we just got like another Asensio." But no, he's actually been good. Surprisingly.
That's good. That's good to
Yeah.
hear.
Yeah, that's a good point though. The player we thought was the best player in the world was holding back his team.
All of a sudden, the best player in the world gets injured and they score 5 goals. Have they done that all year?
No.
That's right. It's just something odd to do.
And 3-0.
When the greatest
sheet.
player in the fucking world plays for your team, and you turn up when he's injured.
And
The
you play-
greatest of all time.
Play better, score more. I think they scored 8 goals in the last 2 games.
Yeah.
It's
With
weird
Bellingham,
to me.
how many?
It's weird to me.
They scored Bellingham, they scored the same
Chelsea
amount of
scored
goals,
8 goals in
probably
the past
4
2
games.
A la Madrid. Siempre
Ah,
que juega Bellingham, hay que aguantar hasta el minuto 90, ¿no? Y están aguantando,
You should know
aguantando,
about
aguantando.
that. You should know about that.
He said, "I love Bellingham, and
Actually-
he should take off his shirt."
United sucks, but I want to speak about Barcelona.
Wait, hold on, before that,
Everybody's judging. Shut up, Gio. You've had your time to speak, baby.
oh, someone red carded me already.
Everybody judges Ten Hag. Everybody says Ten Hag this, Ten Hag that. It's the fashionable thing to do. I get it. United sucks. Blah blah blah. But United has been picking up sketchy wins, like the so-called second Chavineta, George's Chavineta.
A la Madrid.
That's been
Ey,
getting.
3 puntos son 3 puntos, ¿no?
That's been getting.
3 points is 3 points.
Sí, pero ajá.
No?
Sí, pero 3 games in a row now, if I'm not mistaken, where Barca have to rely on the 80 plus minute to get a 1-0 win. Now, off camera, you already told me you weren't convinced that how the way that Barca's been playing recently. Michael has been recorded again. Off camera, you were telling me you weren't convinced of the way Barca has been playing, that you weren't convinced how the team look lately, even with Pedri back. De Jong is missing, but shouldn't be an excuse when you have Gundogan in. That was a pivotal part for Man City. So I want to hear it, George. There has to be something that's not clicking. What's going on with the Chavineta, and why is it crumbling?
A la Madrid.
Great start.
We're looking good.
Nah, yo creo lo que pasó fue todas las lesiones que han sucedido porque después de perder a Pedri y a De Jong y a Leo y a Rafinha que eran todas las estrellas de nosotros, ya perdimos el ritmo.
No way.
Y después que perdimos todo ello, que ahora están regresando, vamos a encontrar la forma ahora. Yo no creo que fue Xavi, porque todavía estamos ganando, sufriendo, pero ganando, con los 3 puntos, que es lo que importa.
Sí, pero ando jugando como una mierda.
Pero los 3 puntos están ahí, ¿no?
United sucks, but yeah, I mean, I guess you've maintained, you stayed there or thereabouts for the meantime. Even though I saw that last minute PK that should have been called against you, that you're lucky to have won the game 2-1. I know Michael liked this point. Michael would have been all over this. We all saw that handball, George. It was very clear.
A la Madrid. ¿Cuál? Yo no vi ninguna mano.
Of course.
Michael, ¿tú la viste?
Bro, this
¿Y cómo
guy's
pasó?
so shameless, man. This guy is so shameless.
Bueno.
A la Madrid. Yo vi la mano. Pero también no la cantaron porque dijeron que había una falta antes sobre el Barcelona.
Bueno.
Pero eso no lo vi en directo, esa parte. Pero oí de eso.
How
Sí.
convenient.
United sucks, but you know, I mean, I would say that it's a normal thing, but it's been so many times recently where none of these things have been taken into consideration for other teams, and Barca's just under the microscope, and so when they get any decision in their favor, it just looks more sus than it never looked right now.
When's
It's
that
like the
trial
last
gonna happen
12
with
years.
Barcelona, man?
Huh?
When's the trial with Barcelona gonna finally happen?
When's the trial with City gonna finally happen? 115 charges and everybody's still hopping on their fucking England.
Oh my god.
So what's going on with them? What's going on with City? 115 charges. VAR giving them shit
And
every
they all have
week.
one thing in common.
Pep.
Bald man.
Oh.
I'm not gonna red card you, because you can't red card me.
Hey, Michael.
Unless someone else red cards me, go ahead.
No, you should speak.
Can you translate what he said to our non-Spanish listeners?
No,
Put
they'll be
subtitles.
okay. Yo, Google Translate that, B.
Bro.
You just said
I understood it.
that we wait until the 90th minute to score every single goal with Bellingham, but yet you guys haven't scored a goal in the first half in your last 3 games. Actually, as a matter of fact, shut up.
Oh my god.
As a matter of fact, you start losing your games in the first minute. In your
Talking to the mic.
In the game against Deportivo, you guys scored in the 18th second. Juan, do you know what that is? That's the fastest goal that they've scored to Barcelona in the 21st century, buddy. In the 18th second. Might as well just start losing the game 1-0, bro. And then you guys pick up wins in the second half to Lewandowski, which apparently hates his teammates. You saw that video with Lamine Jamal?
He hates kids.
Hates children, by the
Black
way.
kids.
He's a racist child molester.
Oh my god.
You
What
guys,
are we talking about?
you guys saw that video?
You saw him molesting
The 16-year-old boy.
Oh, yeah.
He messed
Lewandowski?
up. He made a mistake while winning the game. Tried to give him a high five, and he just completely ignored him.
Wait, they were losing? It wasn't the first half. It
What?
wasn't the first half. They were losing.
No, I think
They were losing.
You sure?
I was watching. Yeah, but
Doesn't matter.
100%. When I saw it for the first time, I was like, "Yo, that's fucked. Like, why is he doing this to
He
a
could-
fucking
he, like-
16-year-old player that's still under
on
development?
TV in front
That
of everyone, too.
shouldn't be starting because in reality, you should have senior players. But because of the situation, yes, he's a great talent, but you shouldn't be putting that person on a 16-year-old when you're losing a game. Like I don't know, different type of thought process for him there. But when I was thinking about it, I remember seeing old clips of when Ronaldo was 18, and I remember seeing it was different circumstances, but I remember Roy Keane just giving him a whole fucking spiel. I'm not saying what Lewandowski did was correct, because he's supposed to be the role model and the leader of that team, but
Yeah, he's
so was Roy
what,
Keane.
the
Yeah,
at
but
one
oldest
point.
still,
player
I see people on Twitter saying the same thing, that like Vinny and Haaland were doing it for their teams when they were super young, but they did it at like 18, 19. This guy's 16. He's like a sophomore in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's fighting with a 30-year-old man who has like 10-year-old kids.
Could literally be his dad.
Like, what a fucking idiot. And
Who's-
like it's
no,
not like
but-
this behind closed doors. And like I get it, like he's a professional player and he's getting paid like I looked it up. He's getting paid $30,000 a week, which is like $5 million a year. Which isn't that much, but like for a 16-year, like he's a fucking professional. So I understand like treating
I wish
like
I was getting
such.
30,000.
But like obviously you don't do that on live television, so everyone can see you like humiliating this kid, little kid.
Well, no, he's also Is he the oldest player on the team?
Might be.
I think he
Probably
is.
the oldest
Maybe
player on the
Gundogan
field.
might be. He has to lead that example, right? Like this kid probably looks up to him. He's like, "Yo, I'm playing with this superstar right now," and he makes a mistake.
But
and
is he
he's
really a superstar? Because Harry Kane's making what he did and Bayern look like child's play.
Yeah, United sucks. But I also I it's definitely harsh. But like I think back at times where like a team
but even then Ronaldo was like 19.
No,
not 16.
not just Ronaldo. I'm thinking about something else right now. I'm thinking about like at times where big teams are struggling. Like I remember a certain Madrid game. I think it was in the Champions League, and it was Vinicius' breakout season or his second season.
You're
And
gonna
I
talk about the
remember he
Benzema
was
thing.
Yeah, and I remember, and that was pretty bad in the press because it was a
course,
whole
yeah.
thing and everything. And I think after that, Vini's performances started to peak. So I guess he knows his teammate. I'm assuming because he trains with Lemao every day, Lewandowski, and Benzema knew Vini. So that somehow motivated Vinicius, and he started playing better for
Right.
it. And the team got together and started performing and scoring more goals.
Yeah.
So,
But I wouldn't
think
call
the
them-
proof will be.
I wouldn't call them like, oh, I was trying to motivate this player.
No, 100%.
Right?
They
'Cause
didn't do that.
Even
They
when
didn't do
Benzema
that.
did it,
They didn't do that
me
out
as
of
a Madrid
motivation.
fan, I was like, yo, that was messed up. Like, you
Yeah,
don't
but
do
also
that for
depends-
any
100%.
teammate.
They
It
didn't
depends
do
what
it.
type of player you are.
They
It depends how you
This
react to
dude
stuff like
playing
that.
against us.
Yeah, they didn't
If
do
you
it.
react back to negative reinforcement, then obviously you're gonna take that like shit, and you're
That's
not
Yeah,
what
they
like,
didn't do that.
they're
They-
not dogs,
They
right?
100%
Well, it
didn't
depends
do
what
that
type of
with
player
the
you
thought
are.
process of, oh, this is gonna motivate them. But I think it'll speak to the character. Not that it was right.
Nah,
But it'll
it
speak
speaks
to the character
of
too
Lewandowski.
if he can. No, Lewandowski. It already spoke to his character. His character was shit, but it'll speak to the character of personality of Jamal.
Yeah, if he overcomes it or not.
If he overcomes it or not, exactly.
Because
I think he will.
get into his.
I
like,
think
the
he
kid's
will
head.
because he honestly after that he didn't seem like he was bothered and he kept playing and he performed well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the media definitely did.
I mean, the thing is, it's not like it's a big deal, right? It's not like that's gonna happen.
It's just a
and-
shitty thing to
And then
do.
he's just gonna be like, oh my god, like it's not gonna fuck up his game, but it's just like why?
Yeah.
Like
I think
it's not like it
No,
made him play
there's no
better.
need to
It made
leave
him
his
play
hand.
worse.
There's
There's
no need
just
to
no
leave his
point.
hand hanging.
I don't
like
think the bashing was like that bad. It was the leaving the
Yeah,
hands.
no, it was just the whole everything together. It's just
That's just like rude.
Yeah, I think it's fair for any like, especially like in a veteran player with a young player, you can reprimand the player, right? You can tell him like, yo, you messed up.
yeah,
You can,
bro, bad post.
yell at
got
him.
it.
Yell at
Back
him.
vote.
But the
Do that
player,
next
the
time.
player clearly
Like
like
14 years
feels
old.
bad. Goes
giving
to
him a
shake his
hand
hand.
is to like apologize to him.
I was older than you when you were born. That's crazy.
Yeah, I just think it's messed up. We're already hearing like stuff from Gundogan, like talking about the teams, like, you know, like their determination to win and them not being upset when they lose. Then you see Lewandowski. It seems like the morale is just like in the mud right now.
And then being led by Xavi saying that the team's going through a tough time because of the press.
Yeah, Xavi needs to quit it with the excuses.
mentality.
Yeah, it sucks, but that no saying that's
bro.
actually ridiculous.
No, it's so stupid.
Saying that is actually ridiculous because in England all these teams get a bunch of shit talking. Arsenal got shit talking for years.
Bro,
Even
but-
though everybody knew Arsenal had a shit team, yet they still blamed all the like they still got like the most press, the most bad press.
The press that happens in Spain is El Chiringuito, bro. Like, yeah, it's a big show, but England is global, right? Like they don't take that bashing in Spain.
Yeah.
You can't blame your media for that. I don't know. And then on top of that, Barca's not in a great spot in Champions League right now either. They play Porto, and then they
Nah, but they're going through.
Yeah.
Just hopefully they get second
Bro.
and beat Bayern in the first round. That'll just be perfect.
what is their
Perfect cinema.
how are they looking right now?
Or hopefully United can beat Bayern. Bayern in second. Barcelona in first.
Yeah.
Wait, that's impossible. But we can get second.
Barca play Porto, and then they also play Royal Antwerp. But Shakhtar has easy games against Royal Antwerp as well. It's just gonna be an interesting ending to the group stage.
They'll finish first.
Any words, Jorge?
You still can't talk.
I'm sure you can talk already.
Real Madrid. Now I can. Oh. Ahora sí puedo
Let me get
hablar.
What do you have to say?
Give him
bad?
time.
Say something. Say something about the morale of the team. Something about why you guys are playing so bad.
Xavi's so good.
Call out Lewandowski
La
for
chavineta.
talking bad about your boyfriend Lamont.
You know that Xavi has a worse Champions League shirt than Ronald Koeman has? You guys hated that guy.
Real Madrid. Pero es la chavineta. La montamos.
It does make sense though.
Barca fan.
What?
It does make sense though. It's Xavi.
No,
There's
it's
a history
not.
in
United
club.
sucks. But
Lampard
what would have
said
to?
Lampard
What would
went
have
to Chelsea,
in your
stunk
eyes?
it up, and you guys kicked them
Well,
the fuck out mid-season.
In your eyes, what would
Yeah,
have to
no, he came
happen?
back.
In your eyes, what would have to happen
Yeah,
for you to be
interim,
like,
Yeah, no,
for you to
before.
like consider like, yo, maybe Xavi's not the way to move forward.
But Lampard also
And
didn't
would-
pound like.
And when you
Potter did as
consider
well.
somebody else.
Potter was
True.
really good.
Yo, Jay, you wanna shut up? I'm trying to talk.
Real Madrid. Yo creo que si el Barça no clasifica ahora para la Champions, ya sí Xavi para afuera porque tenemos no tremendo puntuaje, pero estamos arriba.
But that's the
Estamos
bar
jugando bien.
qualifying for Champions League and La Liga. That's the fucking
No,
bar.
no.
You
Si
guys
no
could have one
calificamos.
manager for the rest of your life and you fucking do that. Obviously, that's not the fucking bar. If all you have to do to stay as the manager is qualify for Champions League, then I could be the Barcelona manager for the rest of fucking history.
Real Madrid.
That's the problem with the fucking. Then
I think United will realize Ten Hag has to go before Barca realizes that Xavi has to go.
I'd say trust the process with Ten Hag, honestly.
By Juan shaking his head, I proved my point.
I don't know. I don't think Ten Hag's anything special, but I mean, I don't know yet. Like we don't know. Like
What do you not know?
You don't know.
Bro, he
I don't
has
think you know.
he has a shit fucking squad.
Well, yeah.
Is his talent ID bad? Maybe. We don't know what the fuck happens behind the closed doors. We don't know we don't know who the fuck's making these signings. Casemiro's a bad call. Is that his signing? We don't know. Anthony's a bad call. The price isn't his fault because we think, well, like we know that he wanted him in the beginning of the summer. So like maybe the price isn't his fault. Mount's a fucking dud. Can we agree Mount's a dud?
Right now.
He's being played in his position.
Was
And-
Sancho under Ten Hag?
No.
No, before. Way
He was
before.
Ole.
Like a year before. 2 years before.
Damn.
Sancho played with Ronnie, right? Crazy.
I think you should give time to the.
Yeah, I think Ten Hag
Yeah.
deserves. I don't
I
know if he
think-
deserves time. I think they should.
From
they
how long
should
I've
give
been
it
watching
to him.
soccer, I think clubs that even
I don't know what he's saying right now.
that
They
let
finished
managers
third and they
go,
won Carabao.
that let managers go too early. I just don't get the problem. Like it takes a while to really get a team going, especially if you are starting from scratch, which basically.
I
is,
think
uh,
just the only reason I would kick out Ten Hag is because I can't see a style of play. I don't see it, or they just don't want to do it. A little bit of both.
I don't know. I feel like there's no one else on the market.
It's not even about that though, because no one knew who the fuck Aunt Ange was. Like people know, like the boards know, like who are like good, like who could be a good manager. All you need is like a season to try them out, anyways. But
maybe.
like, there's definitely managers out there. There's no big name, but Conte that didn't fucking work out. Mourinho, like it's not about getting the big name; it's about getting the right fit. I don't know who the fuck would be a right fit because they don't have any players that you would let a manager look at and be like, I can come in here and I can play this right now. Because what the fuck are you gonna go into United and play right now? Where like there's no style.
You think Pochettino could do that with Chelsea when he came in?
Pochettino? Yeah, of course.
He's
He's
a
like
big
I
name.
have $1 billion
Yeah, no, but even
and I have like a bunch of like 12-year-olds that I can just
exactly.
that I can put to play wherever the fuck I want. Chelsea's way easier to manage than other United because you can sign whoever you want. And you have Lavia who hasn't played a single game.
He's
He's
injured.
just there loading. That's what I'm saying.
He's
Like, you have an
injured,
insane fucking squad. It's just you just gotta see who's good and who are you gonna sell in 2 to 3 years.
The only way United sucks. The only way I'll be comfortable with Ten Hag going is once I see, like at the very least, a director of football working alongside him.
If
And by
Qatar
then-
bought United and they got rid of Ten Hag, you wouldn't care.
I wouldn't, because I know they wouldn't do it immediately. They do it after like at least analyzing the 6 months after and see what he's doing. Like once they appoint a director of football, there's no excuse with overspending. There's no excuse with talent ID, because that's the only thing I can give him. I don't blame him for that. Like you said it perfectly. Like, he doesn't have an Edu. He doesn't have the director of football that the City have, that Pep Guardiola is always praising. Like yeah, Pep Guardiola just said about Doku when they asked him in the press conference. Yeah, just thank you to my director of football. I knew nothing about him. They have so much trust. They know where they're going.
That's crazy.
They know where they're going. They know their style of play they need, and they trust each other blindly. And this guy gets Pep Guardiola player without Pep Guardiola having to approve it, knowing that he'll fit in his team, and now he's tearing it up. So,
wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he literally said just thank you to my director of football. I knew not of him until he brought it up.
Do you know how long he's been with that director of football? Like, are they a team package? Like when he went to Man City, he also went to Man City.
Why not?
No. The Abu Dhabi ownerships established that since Pellegrini. Like, they had a director of football. They organized. They started Pep. What Pep did when he came in was
were they the first team with the director
academy,
of
huh?
Were they the first team with the director?
No. But they set up that structure.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they just started setting up that structure since then.
Interesting.
And then they set up the academy, which I know that they, from what I heard, right, they got a lot of actually Manchester United's academy staff, which obviously that was during 2010 under Sir Alex, and then now he just at another level. Like, they're selling players to Chelsea for 45 million. They're
yeah, that's
selling
what I'm saying.
Lavia.
It's been a good academy. Foden, Sancho, Palmer,
Lavia.
Who's this other guy in there? The midfielder Rico Lewis. They have a good academy.
Raheem
Yeah.
Diaz.
Bro, I'd give you a red card right now.
But yeah, no. I think once, even with Sir Jim coming in right now,
Sir Jim
Ratcliffe, the Ineos guy that he's also
Harry Potter.
Yeah, Harry Potter. Even with him coming in right now,
the team.
even with him, after 6 months, if he wants to fire Ten Hag, I wouldn't be super uncomfortable with it, because I know he's bringing a director of football. We're changing the CEO. So if with a football structure we're not able to function, and we're not able to get in and understand and play what he wants to play.
Is Jimmy gonna put a director of football?
Yeah.
Oh, he said it. He
Yeah,
said so?
Paul Mitchell, the one that was at Monaco, that had that Bernardo Silva, Falcao.
Oh, so you guys are good to go.
He also was part of the first build of the Leipzig thing. So yeah, so he looks like he wants to appoint the right people. What I want to see if he's willing to take a loss on the current players that are United right now that are too expensive to take out, because if we don't take him out because of the money, then in some ways it's still being run like a business, when in reality they should go because they're just not good for the team. So I want to see what he does with Sancho, for example, because he should go wherever in January. He just should go.
Even if Ten Hag leaves?
Huh?
Even if Ten Hag goes?
Even if Ten Hag leaves, bro, that guy doesn't have the. In my opinion, he doesn't have the mentality or the consistency to play at a big club, and by, I guess in hindsight it's easy to say, but Pep Guardiola didn't want anything to do with him at City. At Dortmund, things have already come out of how they had to treat him, basically pamper him to make sure he's happy to play, because of course at Dortmund, Dortmund
Guardiola also didn't like Cancelo
at the end, because they clearly had a discussion that by then it was a clash of egos. But you're talking about a formative player that was 16 years old, and Guardiola couldn't come to terms with them, or whatever the fuck happened. So yeah, that's why I said I don't feel awfully negative about United or Ten Hag at the moment. I don't think sacking him will fix anything at the moment.
When do you think it will?
When the things that I just said happen.
So if you guys don't win the league, you guys don't make Champions League, you guys think he stays?
We don't win the league? I mean...
If you guys get out of Champions League, don't make it to Champions League, you think he stays?
If we get out of the Champions League group?
No, if
if we don't make it...
You don't win a single thing.
You don't win anything, you don't get the Champions League, you don't get out of the group stage, you don't win a trophy, you finish 6th place.
Well, that's what I'm expecting right now, so...
So you think he'll stay?
That's what I expected last year too, and we got
But
third.
you would want him to stay.
So last year I thought we overachieved. I don't know. I can't tell you how I feel in 6 months. Right now, I would say yeah. But 6 months, who knows? If we're still playing shit, if Rashford still has 1 goal and 1 assist in 6 months, there's something. And we still have 1 goal in the forward line, there's something terribly wrong. So
Who was all the goals? Casemiro and Bruno Fernandes? Well, not all the goals. Who was your
The
third team
defenders and the midfielders.
Maguire.
goal? True. Oh,
And
Scotty.
Company.
And in the Champions League, Hoyland. But I mean, I feel bad for the kid. All his goals have come from losing games. So.
The action looks like
0-10.
God. Man, you.
And,
No,
he's,
0-9.
and every time he's winning, like every time he scores, we're winning the games. Like 2-1 against Galatasaray. It was 2-tie against Bayern, and then it was 2-0 against Copenhagen. It's a shame.
Anywho,
Don't forget your punishment, though.
no, it's about to end.
Yeah, it sucks.
To close the, club soccer, I think Barca's bad. Anywho.
I think we can all agree on this point, right?
Claro.
Say it.
Say it. Barca's bad. Do you agree?
Real Madrid.
And that's the end.
Yeah.
All right, punishment.
Yeah.